inside of us, we have this garden of our mind, heart, spirit, and body consciousness. The mind is always giving, and it doesn't know how to receive very well, and we end up burning out as mothers and fathers in this world usually. And humans are creatures of habit. We usually don't learn the first time, so we have to keep repeating things until we learn and get the message. And once you get that message and you don't want to be burned out or stuck or lost or sidetracked in this world, and you want to be moving forward and doing towards your own goals and commitments in life, then I think that the thing that we have to do is begin to go inside instead of going toward the world, and begin to open up our heart again and find our inner child, which is the little boy or girl that started this world with us. We start out as a child, and then we add the adult and all the other parts of that, and sometimes when we get all out there in the world, we forget that we got a little boy or girl inside of us. And the child, whether it's your own inner child or little boy or girl walking on the earth, there are three things you have to give it if you want it to thrive. The first is you have to nurture it and feed it. Like a little baby, if you don't feed it, it'll get angry. It'll let you know. So I believe in life as an adult, anytime you get angry, feelings hurt, let down, confused, sometimes betrayed or used, that's because of a hunger or a lack that's within ourselves that is not being fed and nurtured. And no one can do that for you but you, consistently. And if you don't take care of your own self like that, it's kind of like you can't give love to somebody if you don't have love in you first. You got to love you before you can love somebody else. It's just the law. What we sow, we reap. Which is coming up soon about more about that. Now, the second need of a child is that you have to protect it. It needs safety so that it doesn't fall in the swimming pool, run out in the street, get bit by a big old dog, get molested and stuff like that, or abandoned. And the lack of safety in us is what creates fear. And when we freeze in fear, then we begin to get polluted and our lives begin to deteriorate one way or the other. It's kind of like everything has to flow, like a stream. It's not any different. A stream, if you block it, it'll get polluted and the fish will die. The food, the air, the blood has to flow freely through our bodies. If it gets stuck or polluted, we'll get sick, or we'll have trouble with our life. We'll get ill. And in our spiritual side, if we block our thoughts or our feelings or our ideas, we will get polluted as well. When we block our thoughts through fear, usually, then we get neurotic or worse. And then when we stuff our feelings, we get sad. And that's the third need of a child. It's to be able to play so it's happy. And if you don't let a child play, it'll get sad, and that's what keeps the pharmaceutical companies in business with adults, making all those little white and green and purple and yellow pills to numb out the effects of the hunger or the fear or the sadness or the depression. And those are quick fixes, and there are no quick fixes. And so if you want to begin to grow and find your inner self, it starts with feeding, protecting, and finding happiness within your own little boy or girl spirit that lives in your heart from the time you were born.